What is up, football fan? Denver Broncos show. Evan here, back again. Finally, to do a video for the first time in a long time. It's been about 3 months since I've done a video, and I can tell you I've been so much looking forward to doing this video. I've been anticipating doing this video for a long time now, and I'm glad that today has finally come that I can do this video. As you all know, the NFL lockout is over. The owners and players were able to come to an agreement on a new CBA today. They announced it and everything was official. This lockout's over. We're back to football. Football is back. And today is a just very joyous, happy, great day for all us football fans out there. And I just want to say, welcome back to all the fans out there, to everyone watching this video, regardless of what team you root for. It's great to be back here on YouTube talking about football, and more importantly, the Broncos, and getting back to actually talking about football. I'm not worrying about this lockout, stuff and the CBA thing. I like I said, I haven't done a video in 3 months, and that was due to the simple fact that there was nothing to talk about. The NFL was locked out. Wasn't going to come on here and talk about the CBA and the latest in the negotiations and things along those lines. So I'm glad this issue is resolved. I'm glad the lockout's over, and I'm so glad and so happy, so excited that the football is back and that the NFL is back, and the lockout is over. And I'm sure all the fans out there and all of you watching this video are very excited to see your team back in action and see this football back in this 2011 season get underway. I'm very much looking forward to this year, just in general, not only just for the Broncos, but just to have football back. It's a great feeling. It's a very surreal feeling because this process was so long. I mean, this lockout lasted over 130 days. I felt it was really drawn out, and I was really getting sick of hearing about it. Just going to touch on a little bit the CBA a little bit. What are some of the brief notable details in the CBA that we've seen that have been announced and kind of presented out there to the media and to us fans. And I just kind of want to talk about what this week's going to look like for all the 32 teams in the NFL, and also touch a little bit on the Broncos. The new CBA is a 10-year deal, so that's awesome. It's great for us fans that we don't have to deal with this process and deal with this BS, if you will, for another 10 years. That's great. There's now a salary cap in the NFL. It's a $120.4 million salary cap, so that's going to be interesting to see how teams maneuver now with that number and with that cap. The great thing is now that every team has to spend 99% of that cap to obviously acquire players. So that's great. That means every team is going to be spending money, trying to be competitive, trying to acquire talent, trying to acquire good players to make them more competitive, relevant teams. So that's a good thing, and I think that's something awesome that the players and owners were able to agree on and put into the new CBA, is that you have to spend 99% of that cap. So that's great to see. And the kind of rookie wage scale that they settled, where you have 4-year contracts now for all rookies or all draft picks, and the first round draft picks now have a 5th-year team option. So it gives the team more control, and that doesn't put teams in such a financial hole now that we've seen in the past, where top 10 picks were just making this ridiculous amount of money. A lot of that money that they were making now is going to be going to retired players, which is great. And now there's a structured system when it comes to rookies, especially first-round picks and mainly top 10 picks. With that 4-year contract and the 5th-year team option, gives the team more control there, and that's great to see. And it won't put teams in such financial holes now, especially, you go and look back at the Raiders when they drafted Jamarcus Russell with the first pick in 2007. That's not going to happen anymore. You're not going to have to pay the number 1 overall pick $75 million and like $50 million in guarantee. So that's a good thing. I was excited to see that was included in the CBA. When it comes to what this week's going to look like, tomorrow, Tuesday, team facilities open, which is just awesome. The players are allowed to go to their team facilities, work out, get playbooks, meet with the coaches. I think that's all. I think that's something all of us football fans are very excited to see. Tomorrow you can start signing the undrafted rookie free agents. I think that's already gone underway. I've seen like multiple undrafted rookie free agents have been signing with teams, and you can start signing your own draft picks, which is huge, especially for us because we did draft Von Miller with that number 2 pick. Got to get him locked up to a contract, and you can start discussing trades. So that all gets underway tomorrow. You see, Thursday, training camp begins for us, the Denver Broncos. Very much so looking forward to that. Great to see the guys back out on the field at Dove Valley, working hard and getting training camp underway under new head coach John Fox, and hopefully everything will be ready to go by Thursday, and we can start start getting to work and start seeing our team, the Broncos, getting to work and doing, getting prepared for the 2011 season. The first training camp session on Thursday starts at 8:50 a.m. at Dove Valley. So if you live in the Denver area, be sure to try to make your way up to Dove Valley and check that out. I think I'm going to try to go to a couple of training camp sessions this year. I may not be able to make that one on Thursday, but the good thing is that training camp for the Denver Broncos does begin on Thursday at 8:50 a.m. So that's on. The times may change. It's tentatively scheduled for that, but it looks like a training camp will begin for the Broncos on Thursday at 8:50 a.m. So that should be awesome. Also on Thursday, teams can start waiving and releasing players. That's already started. You saw Baltimore release like 4 of their key players. You saw them release Todd Heap, Willis McGahee, and numerous other players. The Broncos today actually released running back Correll Buckhalter. So I think you're going to see a lot of teams really kind of kick that into high gear starting on Thursday and making those releases and those waivers official on Thursday by trying to get under the cap. So I think you're going to see a lot of big names, and the free agent pool is going to be huge. I mean, there's going to be so many free agents out there, and obviously everyone knows the top free agent in this class is Denom Diasamoah. Be interesting to see where he goes. And Friday, the mayhem pretty much starts, and where the fun begins is free agency begins on Friday. Obviously, negotiation with free agents is going to start Tuesday, but you can't make deals official till Friday. So be interesting to see who the Broncos go after in the free agency market, who we're able to sign come Friday, and who all the other teams are come Friday. I'm just excited to see all the teams, back in action. Just to have football back in general is great, but also to see what the Broncos plan on doing. When it comes to the Broncos, I mean, I think the top priority for the Denver Broncos right now for us is to assign Von Miller. I think we got to get Von Miller under contract, and the rest of our draft picks, guys like Raheem Moore, Nate Irving, Quentin Carter, Orlando Franklin, all those guys that we drafted. We got to get those guys signed ASAP, especially Von Miller. I think he should be the top priority right now to sign him and get him under contract and get him ready to go. So that'll be interesting to see what we do there, and obviously if we trade Kyle Orton. So there's going to be a ton of things that are going to come out. There's going to be a ton of news, ton of activity from all 32 NFL teams throughout this week, and especially obviously looking forward to seeing what the Broncos do. So awesome to have football back. It's awesome to be doing videos again, and it's awesome to actually be talking about football again. When some news comes out about the Broncos making some moves, if whoever we sign in free agency, if we get a deal done with Von Miller, if we re-sign some players, if we make a trade, I'll definitely be back talking about that. And like I said, I'll try to get out to one of the training camp sessions, maybe do a video while I'm there, showing some of the practice footage if not. But football's back. That's the most important thing. Great to have all 32 teams back and football back in general. And like I said, it's official. Tomorrow, team facilities open, and Thursday training camp for the Denver Broncos begins, and I'm very excited, very stoked for this season. Just to have football back is a great thing. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I know I rambled and ranted for a while, so hopefully you guys stick with me. Hopefully you guys are excited, and that's great to have football back. So see you guys next time this week with like a Broncos update video, like I said, on all the news going around that comes out about the Broncos when it comes to free agency signings and trades and things like that. And until then, you guys take care and have a great day. Great to have football.